What is up, Farm Strong Nation? I am a little nervous today, a little excited. I got Krista here, and we're gonna do cupping. Cupping, a lot of people don't know about cupping. Maybe some do. If you don't know, back in the Olympics, a lot of people saw Michael Phelps.
Yep.
You and I were talking about, like, Michael Phelps wasn't the first person. There was a lot of Japanese people to do it first.
Yeah, all the Japanese swimmers for many Olympics would show up with cupping, but because we never get to see other teams compete, unless they're competing against us, we never got to see all the cupping. So Michael Phelps was like the first American to show up just cupped like crazy.
Yeah.
And then the beach volleyball girls have always had cupping marks over the years too. Yeah.
So why would somebody do cupping, other than to get really weird bruises or marking?
Right.
So what does it do? Why is it a healthy thing? Why do Olympic athletes get cupping?
Okay, so cupping's been done for 4,000 years, and it's not just Chinese medicine. It's actually in multiple cultures across the globe. And bleeding is also another technique that we use, which is often used with cupping.
Yeah.
So, which is still actually used in Western medicine today.
Yeah.
To release toxic heat. But cupping, usually in my practice, we use to move qi and blood stagnation.
Okay.
In Chinese medicine terms.
Yeah.
But in Western terms, let's say that levator scapula, which is usually chronically shrugged.
Right.
All we do is shrug.
We hold our attention. We're looking at our phones.
Yep. And it actually gets what they call ischemic, where there's no fresh blood flow actually able to even do its thing. Yeah. So what the cup does is creates a vacuum, and then we adhere it to an area. It demands fresh blood to the area.
Okay.
It can actually pull layers of tissue away from one another that aren't meant to be adhered.
Okay.
But because it's gotten dried out in between the fascia layers, they can get stuck together, and then you've got no movement and no blood flow. So we've got adhesions that it can break up. And when we do deep tissue massage, all we can really do is push stuff into each other.
Wow. Yeah.
This is a vacuum.
Okay.
So it's actually pulling layers away from one another that aren't meant to be just kind of stuck together and dried out. And yeah.
Very cool. Well, I am super excited. I've never had this done. Been very curious. I come to the Cafe of Life. A lot of you have seen the stuff that I've shared about my neck traction. And what's cool about this place too is when you come for a chiropractic adjustment, a lot of times you get to see a massage therapist too, and you've worked on me a lot. But I've heard about the cupping, always been curious. And my skin is so white, y'all, like my bruises really pop, but I don't bruise.
Right.
So I'm very curious to see if I look like Milton. So give some likes, give some hearts if you're excited to see this, because we're gonna do this live. You're gonna see my let me see those cupping. Okay. What are they? Show me, like.
So they're glass cups.
Look at these things, y'all. Here,
and they're pretty hard. They're pretty hardcore.
Look at this.
Yeah.
It looks like look at this, my ring light. Isn't that funny? It looks like a light bulb.
It totally does. Open on the end. And what we're going to do is light a cotton ball that's soaked in alcohol. Not with my fingers. I'm going to use the hemostat. So think of this on fire. And all we're going to do is quickly suck out the oxygen to create the vacuum. And then we're going to stick it to Andy.
Cool.
Yeah.
So,
shall we?
You're the expert. We shall. Okay. I don't know if you want to take requests from the audience of where to stick it.
Yeah.
You guys can see me with my shirt off. I don't know if you guys are looking forward to that, but I don't know if we have any music. I'm not sure if this is what you guys were signing up for.
I know, right?
But I'm super excited for this, y'all. Ask questions too. Krista can answer questions live.
If I can see that small. Okay, so I'm going to have you put your arms to your sides, just so your arms don't fall asleep while you're face down. We're just going to do kind of a nice stretch down the whole spine, and I can feel for stuff that's wanting some fresh blood flow. Hey there, Andy Johnson, my buddy and brother.
Oh, what up, Cheston?
You're nuts to be cupped.
No.
Cheston. No, it's so yummy.
Does it hurt?
No. There's no pain. It's actually like a deep tissue massage. Okay. And anybody who works out, I've never not had somebody who works out like we do, love it.
Wow.
Seriously.
Very cool.
So, yeah, there are only a few people I've worked on since I lived in Boulder County who have not liked it, and the only reason they didn't like it was the marks.
Okay.
And they were middle-aged, kind of fancier women. I love my fancier women. But it was also like holiday season, and people were dressing up, and they didn't want, big old cupping marks showing.
Got it.
But you know, it's popular on the red carpet now. We see.
Oh, there you go.
Gwyneth Paltrow and Jennifer Aniston sporting her. What am I watching? Jessica Parker Cole says. This is cupping in a minute. We're just kind of getting warmed up muscles. I'm putting on some salve because we're also going to do some moving cups. We can do stationary cups, and then we can do moving cups and demand fresh blood all up and down the erectors. We'll do that at the end. Okay. So basically, here we go.
Let's do it.
I'm going to cup the heck out of you. So the alcohol swab is just for flame to suck out the oxygen.
Okay.
You should not ever feel heat.
Okay.
If you do, I did it wrong. Okay, so we're going to start at the bottom. We'll put some big ones on the low back. I should have had you take your pants farther down. Those are pretty good though. All right.
So I feel the vacuum for sure.
Okay. So on the upper part, to get it to slide up to the traps, you gotta be in the fleshy part first and then go for the rounded area. See if there's anybody else coming. Andy's trying cupping, Warren. Okay. So the goal is to see if we can get Andy to turn purple. Because he doesn't bruise.
I don't. Yeah, it'll be a challenge.
So hopefully we'll get some tight enough ones that we get some
I think my son will be impressed because I feel like a stegosaurus right now.
With your outgrowths or whatever?
Right.
Yeah. So it's actually getting really big in bodybuilding. It decreases recovery time because it's demanding fresh blood.
Right.
Through the area you just beat up.
Okay.
And then before competitions, think of plumping up your muscles so they're as poofed up as possible. Because that's a big thing right before competitions, right?
Sure.
You want to be as full of blood in every muscle you're competing to show as possible. So yeah, it's kind of an interesting following in the bodybuilding world. Let's see. Any questions? The experience, it's supposed to bruise and Andy never bruises. Oh, hi Sarah. Yeah, we're going for bruises. We're gonna try.
But it's good for sore muscles, good for...
Yep. Muscles that are not getting enough blood flow.
Right.
It's ideal for. Also muscles that we use so over and over and over. They get so tight and dried out that they don't get fresh blood flow. So here's moving cups.
Okay.
So we'll do that on the rhomboids, which will be really yummy.
So is my skin bulbing up in the cups?
It is. I know. I wish I could show you.
It feels, the suction's real. It feels like I got a back, a back lift or whatever.
Yeah.
Like my abs would be really tight.
Because we're pulling them around to the side. Yeah, I've never, it does not break the skin. Sometimes we will do bleed cupping when the goal is to get toxic heat out of the blood. So let's say you have a little one who's like, you know, and we can't get to a doctor, a medical doctor to get their fever down or the aspirin's not touching it. We can bleed and bleed cup and get some of that toxic heat out of the blood.
Wow. I
know it sounds super folk medicine-y, but it actually works.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we're getting you.
Are you good?
Oh yeah, he's gonna bruise just fine. Let's see what other comments we've got. I think Warren wants to know what the benefits of cupping are. Okay. So obviously anytime we're gonna demand a fresh blood flow through a muscle, the muscle is gonna be able to get rid of the waste that, you know, because muscles eat and poop. Remember that?
Yeah.
That conversation about a year ago?
Explain that for people who might not know.
Okay, so muscles need fuel, obviously, to do what they do. And then as a result, there's waste material of using ATP, okay? So that's like you hear about it, lactic acid is one, a lot of the acids that we hear about. And if there isn't fresh blood flow through an area, those waste materials can't get out. If you know what I mean?
Right.
So like here, we a lot of times can feel almost crunchies.
Oh yeah.
So a lot of times that's just built up waste material. So that's just muscle poop in layman's terms. Okay. So this is going to demand fresh blood through all of those little muscle cells. And it'll flush out the waste and also bring fresh oxygen and nutrition and water. Okay, so you're getting all the things you need to keep doing your job. Does that make sense?
Totally.
Yeah, and so it moves stagnation, bottom line. And then if you think of nourishing muscles, especially kind of in your groups, Farm Strong,
Yeah,
because we're using them a lot and daily.
Yep.
Yes, and let's see, what did I do today? I did Body Beast.
There you go.
Cardio.
Okay, that's
which
a tough
still
one.
was sumo squats.
Oh, yeah.
With weights.
Yep.
And was still weighted burpees.
Oh,
and
yeah.
like, really? I thought this was supposed to be just weights. So yeah, my Shaun T got satisfied today. Even though I was with the beast.
There you go.
Any other questions, you guys? My back hurts all the time. Oh my God, yes, Warren. And so would a psoas release and some other things that I throw down. But yeah, it would definitely help your back hurt. A lot of times, yeah, you're bruising really well.
Yes.
I think you're going to be...
That is totally my goal.
You're going to be... let's get it up on the shoulder, too, so you look really badass.
Yeah, right there, actually... right there is probably where I feel a lot of tension.
Spot?
Yeah, my shoulders. I'm doing a program called Core to Force, so a lot of punching.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, this feels good. I can feel it coming up there. That's good.
Yeah, the only ones that's not purple is this guy. Yeah, kisses. You get little alien kisses.
There you go.
So I call them alien hickeys because they're perfectly round. So you look like you were attacked by an octopus or the vacuum cleaner.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah. Yeah, so then we usually leave them on 5 minutes. It kind of depends what the goal is. Andy wanted to just feel like kind of 0 to 60 max.
Yep.
So we're kind of going for it. You know, I always want to know if somebody's on blood thinners or if they are iron deficient, if they've ever been anemic. A lot of times I can tell kind of by somebody's pallor, you know, if that's definitely a question to ask. So you would never do this on somebody that has blood thinners or is anemic, obviously. And if they don't know they're anemic and they say no, I can, the first few seconds of a cup, if it turns purple, I know that there's something going on. So we don't do that. So yeah, the goal, like for Andy today, was to really see if we could get him to bruise and really give him kind of a hardcore cupping treatment and see over the next couple of days what he feels, see how long it takes for the bruises to go away. We usually say 3 to 5 days. It depends on the intensity of the treatment. It's really, really good for runners on anything that attaches to the trochanter. I T-band, I try to cup a lot, and then I cup the hamstring that gets adhered to the IT band, and I get a lot of freedom out of there, which is pretty cool. So I want to show some bruises.
Can we can, and Chris, if you want to grab that phone and bring it in close.
Can I tilt it a little?
You can just take it out of the mount if you want.
It sounds a little weird.
It is a little weird.
What's the downside? It is a little weird. It's 4,000-year-old Chinese medicine. The downside would be maybe the marks if you didn't want that. So we're going to show you Andy now.
Yeah, give it a close-up. Yeah, bring it in close.
You can't turn your phone while recording. I'm sorry, guys. I'm new at this. So
keep it landscape.
Okay. So these are the marks. Now, again, I can do cupping without leaving marks. So you will not always have these if you're not interested in having these. But
give me some likes and stuff, guys, while you're there. So that's funny.
Yeah. And let's do the trap side view. If you can see how the skin is kind of sucked up into it. But think of all the connective tissue. Yeah, we're getting likes and hearts and stuff.
There you go.
Think of all the connective tissue in the body. Literally every cell is wrapped in it. Every muscle fiber is wrapped in it. And if you think of all the connective tissue in an orange, down to the layers of the individual pulp pieces, that's kind of what our muscles are.
Wow.
So down to the one tiniest pulp piece, that's still encased in fascia. And then the belly buttons of the orange are how muscles and everything get, communicate and exchange fluids and everything. This is a very layman's version. And so think of our tendons as kind of those belly buttons. Yeah, that's a good one.
All right. So if somebody's watching this is interested in it,
yeah, I mean, you can come for just a cupping session, which is about 30 minutes, is plenty of time.
Yeah.
Usually I combine it with acupuncture.
Okay.
I'm also doing injection therapies now with trigger points. So really tough trigger points that won't let go with traditional methods. We're doing arnica and Traumeel injections, and it kind of is along the lines of the cortisol treatment where you're interrupting the inflammatory cycle.
Yeah.
But it also creates like a healing crisis in the area, as well as the homeopathic herbs themselves and their properties of helping heal.
Wow.
So you guys have probably heard of arnica, which is usually helping. Yeah, you did good. I think you'll be amazed.
Well, I can't even see it. So everybody watch it on Facebook.
So another orange analogy is I say that it looks like you've been beaten with a bag of oranges.
Bag of oranges. Alrighty.
So, yeah, so that's basically cupping. It's they can be tender for a couple of days, and then you should feel increased range of motion, freedom, a softening, less ropey, kind of on those typical.
It does.
Where your erectors are always really ropey.
Ropey.
So yes, where
hashtag ropey, y'all.
Hashtag ropey. Ropey erectors. Yes. Where cupping would be great to soften how kind of you can see me rolling over this, and it's like a.
Totally.
So part of that is lack of blood flow.
Okay.
And how much, especially with how much you work them.
Sure.
So, and then your job is very physical as well. So next time I see you, we'll do moving cups up and down those erectors.
Yeah.
And just really get them fed and nourished and hydrated, and then flush out their waste material. And it's really amazing for softening muscles that are chronically hypertonic.
Yeah.
Where they just can't let go. And that's kind of what trigger points are. We all have that Vulcan death trigger point.
Right there, yep.
So that's the one that we cup first, needle next, and then maybe do some injection therapy. And it literally will, if we can release those trigger points, we'll get increased range of motion.
Yeah.
Less pain, obviously. And especially with the neck muscles are directly relation to migraines, headaches.
Wow.
So
yeah, I got clients who oh, look at that, guys. That looks like a massive hickey. That's wow.
Oh yeah.
Mary asks, does it hurt? It does not hurt. It looks like it hurts though, doesn't it? That is incredible, Krista. Very cool.
Yay.
It does not hurt. It feels really cool, and I could see the benefit of, hey, like, you don't have to live with back pain, muscle pain. Like, people live with chronic pain all the time.
Yeah.
And I could either deal with it and just feel like, hey, this is my life now, or I could come to you and you can just deal with it with some really cool things. And and she's an expert. Do I need massage? Do I need acupuncture? Do I need cupping? You'll be able to know, or you'll be able to try things until you find something that works. But
because not everything works for everybody.
Right.
Not everybody will like this.
Can I get up and show them?
Absolutely. Oh, absolutely.
Let me give you guys some close-ups of this.
It's pretty badass.
Wow.
You did look
I turned into a ghost of that. It doesn't even know what to do. I'll give you I'll turn the light down, y'all.
There you go.
Look at that. I don't know if I back up. There's a good one.
Beautiful. Yeah, that's some sweet cupping. And we can do other areas. A lot of times I'll do right at where all these extensors attach, where we are usually a lot of pain because of our repetitive stress stuff. Yeah. And we can get cups in there. We can get cups here. Yeah. It's great on the pecs because we're also rounded forward. Right. Without digging in. I think it's yummy. Jody, who works here, and I traded on Monday, and I hadn't had cupping in a while, and I can't really do it on myself without burning my hair off,
That is so crazy.
I love it.
You guys, I hope that was really educational. I was super excited to come in and work with Krista on this. Everybody here at the Cafe of Life is unbelievable. And if you have any more questions about what you watched in this video, if it's a good fit for you or somebody you know, Krista, how is the best way to get a hold of you? or to get in
Probably
contact?
through Cafe of Life, but you can email krista.caputa@gmail.com.
And I'll put all of that stuff in the comments,
Yeah.
and then I'll update the description
Yeah,
for
and I'm
that
happy
too.
to just ask questions, or if you want to just come in and try one. Yeah, you don't have to do the whole shebang. It's not all or nothing. We literally can get really good results without leaving marks.
Wow, very, very cool. Krista, thank
Yeah,
you so much.
thank you.
I'm going to continue to like document how they heal, how fast
Yeah.
do they heal.
So over the
what do
3
my
to 5
muscles?
days. Yeah.
3 to 5 days. We took before photos. I'll take some after photos.
Yeah,
Um,
that'd be great.
and we're going to keep going. Krista, thank you so
Yes,
much.
absolutely. My pleasure.
Reach out to Krista, or if you share this video with somebody you know, because a farmer, look at my farmer tan getting
We
cupping.
actually work on a lot of farmers, a lot of old timers too, which they're just darling, and we keep them mobile.
Keep them mobile, right? And get rid of that pain. I think that's great. Krista, thank you so
Absolutely.
much. You guys have a great weekend. Reach out to Krista with some more questions that you have. Come play.
We have
and
good toys.
and we'll catch you guys later. One last. Look at it, it's still kind of bumpy. That's crazy.
Yeah, it'll stay
crazy.
raised a little bit.